And welcome back to another episode of Football Manager with me, Crosy Plays. We are still in the doldrums trying to drag through Manchester United, but quite a lot has happened since you last joined us. In terms of transfers in, none. I'm going to keep saying it because it's the fact of the matter is I can't buy anybody. But in terms of players out, we've done all right. We've sold a good few players. So I'm hoping that is going to do us a trick and push us forward and just help save the club. It means using a lot of the youth players. I think what I've decided to do, as opposed to just simming through the season, because I'm not a simmer, I just don't like it. I think I'll come back at the end of January after this episode. So we'll work out a game then. So we'll do this episode, then I'll just blitz through as much as I can, get to the end of January, and then we'll be back then. So I think that's probably for the best. But anyway, let's look. How we've been doing up until then, it's pretty damn good. Let's look at who's gone. Just who's gone, really. Let's look at who's gone. So, let's do this. So, back once again with the Renegade Master. Right. We have Notts County away. They are second, we are top. We are unbeaten in all of the games that we've played so far. So, since you last joined us, we beat Sutton 5-0. We beat Wrexham 5-0. We beat Walsall 2-0. And we beat Salford 2-1 in the Cup. I did sim those last two games. I played all of the rest of them. We are scoring goals galore. But when it comes to transfers and changes at the club, I sold pretty much everybody I wanted to sell. Everybody who I was really desperate to sell. So Martinez gone, Lindelof, Johnny Evans, Casemiro, Onana, Ericsson went for 2.6 million. Not a lot of money, but that was 170 grand off of the wages. Xerxes went for 17.5, 85 grand off of the wages. 200 grand in Harry Maguire. I didn't have to pay any contribution with him going to Wolves as well. So that was good. And Luke Shaw went to Spurs for £14.5 million. And, you know, that's a great signing really for £14.5 million, but it gets it off of our books. Finances wise, we are losing money all the time. So our expenditure is through the roof. It just goes up and up and up and up. But I've done the best I can to get rid of a load of players for reasonable money, if that makes sense. Players such as Bruno Fernandes did stay. I tried my best all window to get rid of him on 250k a week. But I think him and Mason Mount, then Delict, it's 100 grand between those sort of thing, 150 there. I would have kept Mount anyway. Real Madrid are interested in Mason Mount, but it's going to cost his asking price. I'm not in a rush to sell. So we have narrowed the wages down exponentially. I think really anybody down to Dallo, if I get a bid for, will be sold. It's just whether or not I've got the youth players to replace them. It's bloody tricky because I can't buy anybody, can I? Not for 2 years. So, yeah, I think I've cleared what's best for the club. We're going to win games. As I said, this season's probably going to be a bit wishy-washy. There isn't many teams that are going to stop us. I think winning the EFL Cup is going to be the most interesting thing. So I might even look to come back for the final of that, whenever the final of that is, if I get to the final, obviously. So let's not muck around anymore. I think it's fair that we give Notts County a good game, as they are probably going to be the best team in the league this season. So let's jump in, give them a game. I'll do the usual biz, choose a starting 11, and go from there. See you guys in a bit. So going in, it's a fine balance as well between trying to keep people's value high. I want to keep the best players' value high. The more I play them, the better they play, the higher they'll maintain that value when it comes to selling them. But there's also then, I want to build the players who are backing up them ready to a standard where they could jump in as well, at least for next season. Because this season and next season, we can't buy anybody. So I'll be relying on next season's youth, that's for sure. So going into this game, I am going to go for Buendia and Go. He is going to be our number one keeper for as long as possible. Dallo, Delict, Fredrickson, Drogu, Ugarte, Gore, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount and Hoyland. Very much expecting the win. Very much expecting us to do some bits. So let's give it a whirl. Show. Team talk wise, we will go. Stick to the plan, be patient, and we will be fine. I believe in us. It's just, I'm going to say some different stuff this year, see what works out. You know what I mean? Because usually I just say the same old things, same 3 or 4 things, but we should be winning every game no matter what we say, right? As Dallo comes forward. Hoyland 1-0. What device? I don't think there's any device plugged. Oh, it could be my light. Great ball. And Højlund at the back post. Makes it 1-0 to Manchester United. I don't know why it says all the weird letters at the top right there. It should say MUFC. I don't know why there's a T there. That's annoyed me now I've seen it. Just over from Højlund. Fernandes. 2. Oh, I thought it was 2. Was that saved or blocked? On the line. We'll never know. Instantly. Notts County. Oh. And their version. And Cole Palmer. Coal Palmer. Right-footed Cole. Oh, and another attempt from Notts County. So you have a couple of moments in the game. It's not going to go in Manchester United way. We're playing some beautiful stuff, according to the commentary. Bruno Fernandes with a corner. Højlund. Oh, and a great save again from the keeper. Jason Cundy clears. Dorgu. Oh. Flashes it over the bar. Half an hour gone. Dalot. Garnacho. To Dalot. Garnacho. It's 4th of the season. And that is a great great finish from Alejandro. See, Real Madrid would probably play, if he would become a Real Madrid legend, they'd play that song for him. Fredrickson brings it forward for Manchester United. Dorgu, Mount. Skips inside. And then Fernandes backs it up to make it 3-0 Manchester United. See, these are the kind of ways most of the games are flowing at the minute. I nuked the squad. We are down to Fredrickson, Gore, and players as such. But it's impossible to sell them all. So what do? You got to use them. Hence the reason I'm thinking there'll be a big gap between these games and the games I do for the rest of the season. Well done, lads. You're playing well. Around the grounds, 22 goals in 5 games is a bit stupid, isn't it? It's stupid. Fucking stupid. Anyway, Fredrickson. Delic. Jatta does well to stop in. Whittaker. Great ball to the back. Fernandes with a corner. Oh, and Højlund sends it over, but I'm going to make some changes because I can. Obi's going to come on. Dalot for Bruno. He's going to go into the middle. Kone for Garte. And Mass for Dorgu. Jackie Fletcher can come on for Garnacho. I need to give the youngsters games because if these first team players that I'm using now go for next season, then these boys need to step in with the 2-year transfer ban. It's not going to be easy. I'm hoping the youth intake is going to be bloody phenomenal. Do you hear me? Dalot. Gore. Still Gore. Back to a Mass. Oh, and he's tinged one off of the crossbar of a lad. What a lad. And Mount with a corner. Mount's corners have been brilliant this season. He's got tons of assists from corners. Oh, and Ahmed Dalot flashed one over the bar. There's some that you just wish would fly into the corner. Because they're hit with such power. If they flew in, they'd just be like, oh, Jesus. Gore. Amas. Does well to win it back. Him and Dorgu are just literally going to save for that left-hand side all season. It's nice. They will play bits between them. I wish he didn't have number 70 though, but still, it is what it is. Mason Mount again gets his 200th goal of the season in 5 games. Mason Mount slots it in. I've made all my subs so we can just let it play out. I'm really hoping for a good centre back. I could sell Delic then, because they're earning 100 grand a week, like in youth. When it comes to youth, Dallo, Kone, Amas and Bass, brilliant names. Can't beat it. Amas's shot saved by Bass. Amas and Bass. I would sign Bass, but I can't sign anybody. You think of things in my brain, I was like, oh, sign him, it'd be cool. But can't sign anybody to 2025. This season we will end up going up. Next season might be difficult because I'll have to sell all of the best players, I'm sure. Gore, Amas, Mounts. Oh. The only way really to get out of debt is to win things. And the only way to really win things is to be in the top division, and we're not in the top division for at least 3 seasons. So the debt is just going to crumble upon us. Bass. Oh, I was hoping it was going to go right to Amas, obviously. Jason Cundy at the back. David Platt. Old Mac. Tried to find Jones on the Kobe Jones. The original Kobe. Buendia. Fredrickson, Gore. Ahmad. Lovely ball. Mason Mount again. That'll give him 8 in 6. Sheesh. He's doing all right for us, mate. As Macy Mount is. Nice football for Manchester United youngsters. Hamad. Clever little ball round the corner. Mount's first time, and Bass couldn't get his ass across to it, could he? No. 5-0 Manchester United. Buendia playing like a world-class goalkeeper at the moment as well. Zalo, Mount. Ahmad. Oh, couldn't loop it back across. He's not the best header of the ball. Dallo's got 3 assists. Jesus. Outstretched. Nice work, everybody. That worked good. Comfortable, wasn't it? Every game's going to be comfortable this season. So I will be back for the trophy, for the EFL. Yeah, we'll be back for the Blackpool game and the EFL Trophy Northern Section F, which we will then go right on all the way through to maybe the cup final of that. And I think we're back for what I'm calling the Pizza Cup. I'm calling it the Pizza Cup because when Argyle got to the final of it, it was the Pizza Cup. The Bristol Street Motors Trophy. That's a great name as well, though. The Bristol Street Motors Trophy. We'll be back, I think, for the final of the Bristol Street Motors Trophy after this next game in the opening game of the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. So I'll see you guys in 3 days' time. In a bit. So gang, back we is for the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, which to me is the best trophy because the most important trophy for us this year, the league, and then this. And the reason I say this is because this is a trophy Manchester United have never won. Think about it. Think. Come on. So this is important to us. So let's jump in, choose a starting 11, and I will be right back with us. I'll see you guys in a bit. So going in, I am going to go Tom Heaton, Mazawi, Yoro, Fredrickson, Amas, Kone, Gore, Lacey, Fernandez, Dallo, and Obi to start. Now, it's the weakest possible side one of the weakest sides I can possibly go for, but all of these youngsters are going to need start. I would have started Harrison, but he's not back. I would have started him over Heaton, but oh well, Heaton is actually. I've just released him on a free transfer. Fuck it. He's gone. So Buendia will start and go. Mazawi, Yoro, Fredrickson, Amas, Kone, Gore, Lacey, Fernandez, Dalio, and Obi up front. So let's kick in, do the Blackpool game, and then hope we can progress in the one trophy Manchester United have not won. Let's do this. So we are going to say, we want a good run of form. Let's make it continue. Come on, guys. The onus is on you. So I'm not expecting us to maybe go 5-0 up in the first 20 minutes like we have been in games, as this is a much more depleted side. But I believe, like Bruno Fernandes, Daliao, and Yoro Mazawi, should help carry our young guns through. As Mary's Mazawi stepping in. Obi, Jado Obi with a hell of a strike from distance. My dude, I'm going to give him plenty of praise because the young guns need to just keep the momentum. I want momentum, especially going into next season. Obi, that's a good strike, and O'Donnell should have done better, but he couldn't get down in time. I'm sure Blackpool in the league above us, so this is a good sign if we can come out with a result with some of our young guns. So corner kick, and Lacey will take it. Whips it, but Pennington does well. Bruno Fernandes back to Lacey. Cuts in on his left and couldn't whip it into the far corner. Fredrickson back to Yoro. Ahmad out to Amas. Out to Amas and into Dallo, and that makes it 2. Out in a boot, is he? It's a nice football as well. Whacked our way out of a little... Not twacked. We whacked our way out of a little space. Didn't twack our way out. A little twack. And then there we go. Ahmed slots it. And O'Donnell makes it 2. And O'Donnell couldn't get there. Sorry to stop us making it 2. Talking gibberations, aren't I? Pure gibberations. I'm excited because Man United have not won this cup. So my thinking is this is some sort of narrative, right? It's a narrative for us to follow for the season. I don't know if I can fix that fucking... I thought I had the real name fix sorted. Hump fist. Nope. We are going to go... I'm happy with how we've dominated possession so far. We dominated possession? Yeah, Jesus Christ we have. So it is the people we were hoping that were going to carry us through, living up to that expectation, apart from maybe Bruno. Or until that moment when Yoro could have nodded that one in. Whew. Hell of an header from Yoro. Bruno Fernandes gets another chance. Another. I do sound proper Jana, don't I? We are playing some beautiful stuff. 70 minutes gone. I'm going to look to make a couple of changes. Jack Fletcher can come in for Bruno Fernandes. I'm kind of happy for everybody else to sort of carry it on. Lenny Yoro for Delict, because Yoro plays a lot of games. And I'm happy for everybody else to kind of finish it off. Jack Fletcher with the corner. Fredrickson, Ahmad, Lacey, and that's his first goal for Manchester United. In what was his first start as well. He's alright, he's improving, isn't he? Like for this level, he's not bad at all. And he's developing to be a centre, which is great. Lacey might just be a banger for next season. Fredrickson, Ahmad, Lacey slots it away. O'Donnell again, so slow getting down. Like he's laying down on nails. And that will make it 3-0. Alright, Mansfield getting a 4-0 win. We're not used to not being top at the moment. This is the new Manchester United. The relegated 4 divisions lower Manchester United. But we're new. And Lacey is getting hacked at from behind. And Gore steps up and gets his first goal for the club. I didn't know Daniel Gore was a bit of a penalty taker. He is with 11. Slots it in low and hard. I'll watch that because it's his first ever goal for the club. And that's what we need. The youngsters. Buendia does well. As it's cleared out. Kai Ennis. Oh, a little bit of room behind the mass. And Buendia does well. Fredrickson did well to get across as well. Block him out there. In fairness to the youngster. poor kick. O'Donnell is an absolute shocker. Oh, it's tinged off the post. And that will make it 4-0 to Manchester United. And a good result overall. Plenty of the youngsters to come in did well, played a job. Kone, Gore, Amas, Fredrickson. That's what I need. That's what we need. Get in there, lads. So, gang, I will keep an eye on the trophy, if that makes sense. So I will play as much of the EFL as it can, and then when it comes to playing the final, I will be back for that, I think. But if we don't make it to that final, I think I will come back on the 1st of the 1st against Forest Green. That'll round out transfer deadline day. All of that will be done. We'll work out who we've lost in January as well, because players playing well, we might get bids for players coming in. There's nobody I can sign. There's nobody sort of on the route. We'll have had our transfer. I will have had our youth intake by then, so we can check that out as well. Well, not the youth intake, but we'll have what we suspect our youth intake are going to be by then. So I definitely think it's worth checking out around the 1st. If we don't make it to the EFL Cup final, I think that is the way to play it. Yeah, so I will get a load of the season done, get us whipped on, get us blitzed through, get as much as I can possibly done, and then we will either be back for the EFL Cup final or the 1st of the 1st, 2024, to find out where we are at the end of January. I think that's the perfect way to leave it. Please comment, like, subscribe, all of the rest of it, gang. That would be fantastic. Much love from me, and peace.